Hey yo, what's good, people? It's your boy reporting live from the 2000s, man. The 2000s hit different, yo. That's when hoop dreams lived on cracked pavement and everybody thought they had next. You'd hear a ball bouncing from 2 blocks away, walk up, and there'd already be 10 dudes arguing over if it was a foul or not. Every sneaker had a story. Every scuff meant something. So let's run it back. The basketball sneakers that really defined the 2000s on the court. The ones that hit the hardwood, the park, and the corner store all in one day. Hey man, check up. Let's start it off with the streetball years. This was the stretch where hooping was raw. No fancy apps, no trainers, no highlight reels, just whoever showed up. If you weren't getting your ankles tested at the park, you were on the sideline studying the next move. And what you had on your feet said everything about who you were. This one, man, the answer 4 was the culture. Allen Iverson didn't just wear these, he was these. That zip-up design, the DMX cushioning, and not the rapper. The whole attitude of it matched the way that he crossed people up. AI was the first dude who looked like us, talked like us, and didn't apologize for it. He made the league uncomfortable and the streets proud. The answer 4 was a badge of honor. You didn't even have to hoop to wear them. You just needed confidence. Every blacktop from Philly to Chicago saw a pair getting scuffed to death that summer. You could spot a kid in a pair, you know exactly what kind of player he was. He was quick, fearless, and maybe a little too flashy, but always ready to make somebody fall. The sneaker had that energy. It moved like the man it was made for, unbothered, unstoppable, and unforgettable.
A challenger emerged. The Tai Chi had become the chosen shoe.
Now, if the answer 4 was the attitude, then the Tai Chi was the flair. That was the mixtape sneaker, the official uniform of every park legend who didn't need an NBA jersey to get respect. AND1 wasn't selling shoes, they were selling the dream, a culture, where you could embarrass somebody on camera and end up on VHS tape, passed around every neighborhood in America. The red and white Tai Chi went immortal the second Vince Carter floated through the air in the 2000 dunk contest.
All right, here is Vince Carter with his first stop. Let's go home.
That was the moment the world knew what the hood already knew. Style mattered just as much as the stats. The Tai Chi looked smooth but had bite, suede panels, split color blocking, thick padding. Cats would lace these up, throw a headband on, and go full hot sauce mode. Crossover, spin, trash talk, walk away before the shot even dropped, all that. It wasn't just a basketball shoe, it was a statement of how you moved. If you played flashy, if you had sauce, if you wanted the crowd's oohs and ahs, this was your sneaker.
Hey, hold on, man. You ain't gonna be disrespecting me like that. When I ain't looking, huh? Oh, boy,
Now this right here was the sneaker that made everybody believe in bounce. The Nike Shox BB4 looked like it came from the future. 4 chrome pistons in the heel, all attitude, all noise. When Vince Carter put these on and jumped over that 7-footer at the 2000 Olympics, the whole planet stopped right there. It wasn't a dunk anymore, it was a cultural moment. The hood watched that replay like it was gospel.
Oh, là c'est un peu gonflé, attention.
You'd see these at the park and know that the dude wearing them thought he had Vince hops. The BB4 had that loud squeak on the concrete, that springy feel under the feet, and that shine that made people look twice. These weren't light, but nobody cared. They looked like power. Back then, we believed the tech could actually make us jump higher, and for a minute, it really felt like it did. They were expensive, flashy, and heavy, but that was the whole appeal. The BB4 said, I'm not just here to play, I'm here to dominate. Now this one, This next sneaker was for the quiet killers, the players who didn't say much but dropped 30 with a smile. The T-Mac 2 had that same silent confidence that Tracy McGrady had. No gimmicks, no noise, just business. Smooth shell design, leather built like armor. 3 stripes carved like battle scars. This wasn't for the dude who needed the trash talk. This was for the one who let the game do it for him. T-Mac was different. He'd glide up the court like he was jogging, pull up and ruin the night. That energy carried straight into his shoes. The T-Mac 2 didn't scream for attention. It demanded respect. It looked sleek, but you could also hoop on any surface with them. Gym floor, blacktop, whatever. They could take a beating and still hold their shape, which mattered when you were running full games under the sun all day. But yo, this next shoe was disciplined in sneaker form. By 04, streetball was still alive, but the game was shifting. Flash was giving way to fundamentals, and Nike locked in with the Huarache 2K4s. It was the first shoe that really felt like a new chapter. Sleek, minimalist, and built purely for performance. Kobe was the face of it, right in that in-between stage when he was rebuilding his image and letting his work speak louder than the headlines. The 2K4 matched the energy perfectly. No wild colors, no loud tech, just tight fit, crazy responsiveness, and a design that made you feel locked in. When the Hyper Flights dropped, it looked like nothing else out. No suede, no mesh, no layers, just a shiny alien shell that looked like it was built for the Matrix. Cats would pull up in these metallic blue joints, and even if they couldn't hoop worth a damn, everybody was still looking at their feet. These shoes screamed attention. They creased faster than a dollar bill in your pocket, but nobody cared. They were part of the early 2000s obsession with flash and individuality. The streets wanted to stand out, and the Hyperflight gave you that energy. Loud, futuristic, and fearless. You weren't blending in with these. You were announcing yourself before the ball even checked up. This one right here, come on, man. It was a grown man luxury joint. The Jordan 17s. It wasn't made for mixtape stars or playground heroes. It was for the dude who already was a legend. MJ was back with the Wizards, older but still moving like time didn't apply to him. Kinda, sorta. And when the shoe dropped with a metal briefcase, a CD-ROM, and it felt like he was saying, this ain't for the kids, this for the ones who earned it already. You didn't just buy the Jordan 17. You invested in it, and even if you couldn't afford it, you remembered the day that it hit stores. It was polished, serious, and elegant, but it still had that Jordan DNA that made people stop and stare. Cats in the hood treated it like jewelry. You might not ball in it, but you definitely let folks know you had a pair. The Air Zoom generation wasn't just a sneaker. It was the arrival notice for a whole new era. LeBron James came into the league at 18 years old with more hype than any player in history, and Nike gave him a shoe that matched that pressure. The streets were watching like, all right, let's see if this kid can really hoop, and he did. From the moment he touched the court, it was clear he was built different. The Zoom generation had that same energy, bold, strong, clean, and technical without trying too hard. Dudes respected LeBron because he carried himself like a vet while still being one of us, humble, hungry, and confident.
If I were to make a basketball shoe, it would be like nothing you've ever seen before.
The Hyper Dunk was the sneaker that said, all right, we're leaving the old world behind. By 2008, streetball was fading out and sneaker tech had taken over. Nike dropped this shoe with Flywire and lunar foam, lightweight, space-age stuff that made every other hoop shoe look prehistoric. Then came the marketing. You remember that Mission Impossible commercial with Kobe jumping over the speeding Aston Martin? Bro, everybody saw that clip and thought, maybe I should start doing calf raises. Yeah, that was Nike getting cinematic with it again, turning sneakers into events. On the court, the Hyper Dunk changed everything. It felt like air, barely there, but sturdy as hell. The performance was crazy, and the look matched the moment. Clean lines, tech-first design, built for the modern athlete. It wasn't flashy like the Shox era, it was surgical. The Zoom Kobe 4s broke the biggest basketball rule out there. Nobody wore low tops. People said you'd roll your ankle, lose support, or mess up your whole game. Kobe heard all of that and said, watch this. When he dropped the Kobe 4s, it felt like a shift in the whole culture. Suddenly, hoopers wanted the soccer-style freedom to move, cut, and shift like they were on a track instead of trapped in bricks. And when people saw Kobe torching entire teams in low tops, the hood took notice. If the Mamba could do it, you couldn't say a word about your ankles anymore, man.
Nah, come on, man, that's a flip-flop. It's the Nike Air Max LeBron 7, featuring the first ever 360-degree air unit. Hey, how'd you do that?
That's just basic detective.
By the time the LeBron 7 hit, it felt like Nike had finally caught up to the man himself. LeBron wasn't the chosen one anymore, he was the standard. The 7 was a full statement piece. Big Air Max bag underfoot, fly wire threading through the upper, patent leather shining like championship gold. It was luxury built for dominance. The LeBron 7 captured evolution perfectly. It wasn't just a sneaker anymore, it was a throne you wore on your feet. Looking back, the 2000s was more than just a sneaker timeline, man. It was a whole movement. Every pair told a story of who we were and who we were becoming. These kicks weren't just something you laced up. They were part of the noise, the pride, the confidence that lived on every city court. You'd scuff them up, tape them, clean them, and wear them again. They weren't meant to stay pretty. These were built to prove something. Now, here's the question. What's the one pair of basketball sneaks from the 2000s that really defined you? If this one brought you back or made you miss the sound of chain nets and non-PC trash talk, hit that line, subscribe, and ring that bell, bruh. We're keeping this culture alive one story at a time. And until next video, keep balling.